In this video demonstration, I am going to show you how to create a new factory layout and easily place components using the system assets. To start a new factory layout, select the New Layout command to create a file based on the default template. The new file that appears displays the Factory tab as well as the planar factory floor. To customize the floor, you can use commands in the Floor Grid Settings dialog box to control settings such as visibility, size, and the floor display styles. You can also control the grid settings in this dialog box. As an alternative to manually entering the floor size in the Floor Grid Settings dialog box, you can also use the Resize command to manually change the size of the floor. To begin creating my 3D conceptual layout, I can go to the Asset browser and begin finding components that I want to use. I am going to use conveyors for this demonstration. However, the principles for placing and manipulating any components are the same. To place a component, I simply select and drag the component onto the floor and release the mouse button. This places the component on the floor, but I still need to locate and orient it. To locate the component, I select again with the left mouse button. At this point, I can still spin the model because the orientation has not been fully defined. Once I have moved into an orientation that I like, I select again with the left mouse button to fully place the component. Once a component is placed, another instance is immediately active and ready for placement. I want to assemble the same component again, so I am going to simply drag it around to locate the second instance. Each component has a connector assigned to it that provides a logical connecting point. As I drag the second instance close to the first, you can see that their connectors begin to snap to one another. A preview rubber band first appears, and then as I drag closer to the component, it snaps into position. To finish placing additional components, I simply press Escape. I can easily add additional components, like this horizontal curve roller conveyor, by snapping them into place as well. Now that a few components have been placed, I can show you how easy it is to move them around. I simply select the components and drag them around to reposition them. Not all components that you require will exist in the component center. Functionality also exists that enables you to insert your own components that have not been published. This is done using the Insert Model command on the Factory tab. Once I have selected the Insert Model command, I simply navigate to the file that I want to open. There are a variety of file types that can be selected, as you can see here. Once brought into the layout, I then place it and define which plane should sit on the floor. Additional models can be added as necessary to complete your 3D conceptual model of your factory floor.